Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and to another speed build video. So today's video is a request from one of my lovely subscribers, Em. Basically ages ago, she asked me if I can do a treehouse. And for the longest time, I was umming and ahhing of like what I wanted to do. I didn't really have like any idea about like if I wanted it to be modern or like what sort of furniture I would use. And then like as you saw the couple of weeks ago now, I have like finally downloaded the Jungle Adventure Pack, and to be honest, like it kind of just seems perfect to do this sort of build now, whilst the items are still fresh in my mind. So this is kind of what I've come up with. I wanted to do like something a bit more modern. I don't want it to be like I don't know, like an old-fashioned treehouse that has been up for like ages. So what I came up with is something quite modern. It's sort of the thing that maybe like celebrities would go for, like a nice retreat in the jungle, perhaps. But yeah, so kind of like what we have now is, I do make it a little bit smaller, because this sort of, like, I wasn't really sure like what sort of size I would need to go for, and like the way it looks now just doesn't look good at all. So it does end up changing quite a bit, and then obviously there's big trees that we put in, which we end up having to remove out of the way just for the build, because unfortunately like the canopy top of it does get in the way of me building. But yeah, so basically the house itself isn't exactly that big. As I was saying, it's just like a sort of like holiday retreat sort of house. So it's got one bedroom, one bathroom, and then like a hot tub as well. So for this build, I downloaded I think it's called the Perfect Patio Stuff Pack. It has been one that I've been contemplating getting for like rather a long time, but I kind of needed like a perfect moment to actually buy it and like know that I'm actually going to use the items for it. But so basically this build I thought would be perfect to use the items, and then there's a build that I'm currently working on, which is like an ultra modern mansion. I think that would benefit as well from having a hot tub. So obviously like I haven't got all the stuff packs yet. I just buy them as and when I think I'm going to use the items from them. Otherwise, because like I don't really use it for gameplay that much, I kind of like want to make sure that I'm getting my money's worth with it. But yeah, so the treehouse is like sort of taking shape. What I did do with this, because I built this like around a week ago, so it was before the seasons pack was announced. I kind of gave it like an open top. So the bedroom at the top, there's no walls and there's no ceiling either. So it's like a kind of like nice canopy styled thing. And it's all open to the elements, and which now that seasons has been announced, I don't know how seasons will affect Salvadorada, whatever it's called, but it will not be ideal if this place rains, because then everything in that little bit will just get wet. So yeah, that's a lack of judgment on my part. But obviously I think what we've heard so far is that we can actually control the weather, so potentially we may not need to have rain or like the wintry, autumny seasons or spring, because I think we get majority of rain in spring. But yeah, so it's all just sort of like taking shape. It's quite a quick video. Like, I'm actually surprised how quick it took me to build this one. I do find though that my builds are getting a lot quicker, which I'm really pleased with, because it used to take me like a good couple of days to finish a build, and now I can just do them in like a couple of evenings, so very happy about that. But obviously, once again, we make use of all the items that came in with Jungle Adventure, but this time we're doing it more like a modern style. So you kind of see like the frame of the upstairs. I'm just trying to like put a load of windows in. What I wanted to do with this is, because it's quite high up, you need like a good view of all the way around. So that's kind of like we've included lots of windows, and obviously the top bit is there's no walls or anything. So obviously the view there can be seen from everywhere. But yeah, so at the moment we're currently in the middle of a storm whilst I'm recording this voiceover. So I'm hoping there was like a bit of thunder and lightning a while back, a couple of hours ago, and it's kind of like settled off. So hopefully whilst I'm recording this voiceover, we're not going to hear any like scary noises or whatever. I'm not sure if it will be picked up on my microphone. It kind of seems like sounds that are around me aren't picked up, so that's obviously a good thing. So yeah, the space inside. So we're just moving on to the inside, and it kind of seems like there isn't a lot of room, but I do end up in the end making it a little bit bigger. For the living room because it was a bit of a struggle, just wondering like where all the items in the kitchen would go. I've got this thing where like I just don't like having, like I don't mind counters covering windows, but like for example just then there was that the fridge. I don't like the fridge backing up onto a window, and then I just couldn't figure out where the oven would go and all that, so I was having a bit of a palaver. I can't remember, I do end up sorting it out in the end. I think we put like a different type of window on that back wall, so in the end it does work out nicely. Just so you all know, this should be going up onto the gallery at some point. My origin ID is Sophie A14. This was like an origin ID I made absolutely years ago, probably like when I was 14. So it's got nothing to do with Sophie Rose, unfortunately. But yeah, so this is the kitchen. I kind of really like the dark wood in here. When I was building this, my boyfriend came in behind me and was like, "Ugh, why did you put that floor in?" I quite like it. I really like the diagonal floor in here. It kind of like just makes it all not seem as straight. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. He's a bit funny when it comes to me playing The Sims. He's a sort of guy who likes playing FIFA. So The Sims isn't really like what he would see as a like particularly interesting game. I don't know. I can't get enough of it. I really love building, and I really love the gameplay now as well, that I'm actually like playing it more. But yeah, so the kitchen, I don't really put too much in. Like I could have put in like all the mod cons and done like coffee machines and sort of like, I don't know, microwaves and all that, but I was like, I kind of want to just keep it fairly simple. It's kind of like, I'd like to see it that this place as like a sort of retreat. So like on the balcony outside, we put down some yoga mats, and the kind of thought would be like, you'd have like no mobile phones while visiting, and like you're detoxing your body of coffee and all that. So that was kind of like what I had in mind. So pretty much as a downstairs goes, this is it. Although I do make it a little bit bigger later on when I come to put the hot tub upstairs, because basically that didn't fit, so I needed to make the balcony upstairs a bit bigger. But yeah, so then we just kind of go on to the bathroom after that, when I've just finished doing a few little bit of decorations. I wanted like a lot of plants around. We are in the jungle after all, so I kind of feel like everything would be inspired of that. But yeah, I always use that bathtub what's it called, cats and dogs, but I absolutely love it. And the toilet as well. I used to have like a horrible copper love, and yeah, I just kind of completely went off it. But in terms of like The Sims and that copper bathtub, I think it's just so nice. I did want to like trail some plants inside as well, but I think, I don't know why, like those big things that trail, it ends up, I don't know, there's like a massive shadow on the wall, which really annoyed me, so I had to get rid of it in the end. We do end up putting like some nice bits outside, some like nice trailing plants outside as well. So as you can see upstairs, this is like the sort of theme that we're going with. We've got lots of curtains up. I kind of, in a way, it is a little bit like the jungle shack that I did, in terms of like the open windows, and like I kind of vision it to have like the windows, the curtains like flowing in the breeze and it being all nice like that. But yeah, that's the sort of thing that I was going for. At this point, I kind of just quit out my game, and then I'm like, right, I need to buy that perfect patio stuff pack, so I can get that hot tub up there, because that would just go perfectly. But yeah, so again, like the sort of theme with the upstairs is that lots of plants around, all nice and green. We don't really put much furniture in the bedroom apart from that little chest of drawers and a mirror, so just basically all the essentials. But I think when the tree goes up, it's like quite nice and sheltered, and there's like quite a bit of privacy as well, so I don't know, I really like it. I think it's really cute. But yeah, so I think this is pretty much it. We just obviously put a few bits around the balcony bit. I quite like how this is on like different levels, so you kind of go up on one side, and then I would kind of like to have like a bridge going from one spot to the other, but obviously we don't have that sort of item in The Sims yet, so I couldn't include that. But yeah, so like I think the main intention with this outside bit was like just fit enough, like as much skills as possible, so I kind of go back inside again and just add some more items so that like they can, like Sims can come here and like gain skills, and it's not just a holiday. I would kind of see this would be like the sort of place you'd visit and you'd like stay in, so it's not like somewhere where you'd like go exploring in the jungle. This is more of a, you know, just chilling and not really doing too much. So yeah, so in a bit you'll see that I put the hot tub in, and then I think that is pretty much it. We kind of like, I was a bit shocked really with like the amount of items that you get from the Perfect Patio stuff pack. Like obviously the hot tub is like the main thing, but I was kind of expecting more. You get like one nice plant, and then like some nice like a table and chairs and everything, but that is kind of it. You're kind of seeing a little bit when I kind of like, so I end up putting like all the items, like all the new items I think from it, and yeah, it just doesn't work. I don't know, kind of feels like a waste of money if you didn't get the hot tub in it. But I suppose one good thing is though that you do get a new counter with it as well, which is not new anymore, but yeah, you get what I mean. So yeah, I'm going to leave this part here. Please let me know down below what you thought. Make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already, so just so you can be updated with like all the new speed builds that I do and all the new videos that I make. But yeah, have a great weekend everyone. I shall see you next time. Bye!